Make sure I'm in focus. What's up, guys? My name is Nick. This is weird. This is the first YouTube video I've ever filmed my entire life. Just looking at the camera and talking, it is the weirdest thing. I don't know how people get used to it, but yeah, so where do I start? So I'm the guy who quite a while ago now posted a 6-month body transformation. I think that's what I called it. It got somewhat popular, not really, over the years. You know, it was just an honest transformation. I was really proud of my process. I put a lot of work into it. I've came a long way. I'm glad to see that a lot of you liked it. I read the comments sometimes every couple months. I'm like, yeah, let's see what people are saying because they're pretty funny. A lot of people accuse me on that video of lying. Some accuse me of steroids, which, by the way, like at this point, that's flattering. Like, several people were complaining, accusing me of being on the roids, juice. Do I look like I do steroids? A lot of encouragement, which I'm super thankful for, and honestly kind of brought me here today. There's a lot of people who write back and say, please post more videos. We want to see you more, we want to see your workouts, we want to see your diet, we want to see all this stuff. I just went months without doing that because it's just like, I'm a pretty busy guy, if I compare myself to a lot of other fitness YouTubers, I feel like I didn't stack up at all. I was like, I'm nothing compared to these guys, that no one's going to want to watch me, I'm only get like 2 views from like my aunt and uncle and grandparents, it's just. So for the longest time, that's why I never posted. I was just like, I would respond to comments sometimes. A few people found me on Instagram, and I would help them, which is cool. And I really liked helping people, so that's ultimately why I'm here filming a YouTube video. All right, so let me get my thoughts here. This is this is tough, man. You just lose your train of thought. I feel like you feel like there's hundreds of people watching you right now, but you're literally by yourself, in an empty room talking to a freaking camera. I'll get used to this, I hope, but we'll see, probably not, maybe. I know I'm not freaking no neck, just, I'm still pretty lean, I'm not huge, but I'll tell you this, I'm way bigger, way stronger, way more confident than I used to be. But honestly, at this point, I don't care if, only 10 people watch this video. If I can help those 10 people better themselves, actually put their best foot forward, get in the gym, start lifting, start getting stronger, and that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so how did I do it? Growing up, well, before I even go there, I just want y'all to know I am quite the ectomorph. Alright, there, I said it. I'm just a beanpole. In fact, basically growing up, I was about as skinny as this girly broom right here. This is about as skinny as I was. Honestly, yeah, my arm was about that skinny. It was to the point, every time I went to the doctors, that's the only thing he would say. He'd be like, wow, you're really skinny. A lot of people were fascinated by wow, Nick, you're so skinny. Anyways, growing up, super duper skinny. I basically looked like this right here. It wasn't much of a difference. I was frail. I was weak, and on top of that, everyone knew it. I was made fun of, ridiculed, I would come across like it didn't bother me. I'd come across whatever, but it did. Okay, it really, when girls would say they're stronger than me, and they were, let's be real. To be perfectly honest, I didn't really think it was possible for me to change, for me to kind of shift the composition of my body and get bigger. I didn't think that was really in the cards for me. I was that guy who, at pool parties, I didn't take my shirt off to go into the pool, or if I was water skiing or something, normal things where you might want to take a shirt off. I didn't. I would just wear the shirt because I was embarrassed that people would see my little beanpole arms, and I didn't even have a pancake chest. I had an ironing board chest. There was there was nothing there. I would never wear short sleeve shirts. And I was becoming a teenager at this point. I'm sure, especially nowadays, the kids these days, bro, freshmen in high school, they look they look like adults, man. They look older than me. The guys are huge. They just they turn 13, 14, their arm, they don't even do anything. But that was not me. That was my brother. That was all my close friends. They all just they were huge. And I was shrinking. It felt like that. I was getting little shriveled. And a lot of them weren't even working out. They literally just started waking up and were just whoa, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so from there, my brother Ben, he started working out. He's naturally bigger than I am, but he decided to slim down and get muscles, so he started working out. He went on Craigslist, he bought, you know, weightlifting set that we put in the backyard, you know. He was out there every night, pumping iron every single night. That's the first time like I saw someone actually work out, you know, because I was young, I wasn't really into this. My brother was like right there front and center with it every single night. He'd come into the room while I'm playing video games and he'd be pumped, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey Nick, like, he'd be like, look at this, man, look, see this vein? See this vein? He was crazy about his veins. Dude, see that vein? See how it moves? And you know, I was like annoyed by it after a while, because honestly I was kind of jealous. Finally, one day I'm like, you know what? I got some weights out there. My brother does it. I'm fit to do this. I wrote down like bench press, curls. You know, of course, like most skinny guys starting out, I thought curls is the way to go. So I did tons. Anyway, so I went out there a couple times a week. I was out there trying to bench press. I remember I did get stuck once. I think I had like 20 pounds each side on the 45 bar. So I started working out, right? I was bench pressing. I think I tried to do overhead, and I was doing tons, and I mean tons of curls. Like every single, the curling I did every day. I'd bring those into my room, put them under my bed, take them out every night. But here's the thing. Absolutely nothing happened. This is what kind of turned me off to the whole weightlifting thing. I was out there, I was trying to get big, you know, but I wasn't. I mean, the reason for that is I wasn't eating like anything. I did not understand the diet part of working out, which is huge. And I made that mistake. I was not eating nearly enough calories. I was probably in a deficit. You know, and after 4 weeks, I was like, I'm done. I just stopped. I must be doing something wrong. I'm not capable. Maybe my body's just doomed to be, you know, a little, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think I'm trying to like, anyways. So time went on, and then I got to college. I mean, you think guys were big in high school. In college, you know, here come the jocks. You know what I'm saying? Here come the jocks, you know, everywhere, just huge, you know what I'm saying? And that made me feel, of course, kind of insecure, because now I'm an adult now. I was 140 pounds. I look like this. Here's a picture right here. This was me. Kind of anorexic looking, very, very skinny. It was the end of junior year. I looked myself in the mirror one day and I just said, enough is enough. I spent months researching fitness, bulking up if you're super skinny, how to eat, how to lift. I didn't know enough to do anything on my own. I couldn't make my own routine. I read Starting Strength by I'm drawing a blank on his name. I want to say his name is Mike Ripito, something like that. Starting Strength, that's a really common book. Bought that boy on Amazon. I read it, most of it. I didn't read all of it. So after all this research, come January 1st, I'm like hood. All right, I just hit the gym. I took a friend with me. I've never really stepped foot into a gym before this. This is like the first time, like, okay, let's do this. I started small. I started very basic. And I remember my first week, I did squats, bench press, and I think deadlift. That's all I did for the first couple weeks, was those 3 movements. I had a lot to learn. I had to learn how to do correct form with the squats. I had to learn all that technique, which was super important to me because I didn't want to hurt myself. I didn't want to do things wrong. I was not strong. I think I was squatting like 95 pounds. I was like benching, I want to say like maybe 80 pounds or something. And it was like, that was tough for me. You know, even the bar, I was like, oh my gosh, is this set 1 or is this the warm-up set? You know, it was rough. All right, so here's how I saw success on my second go around with this whole fitness thing. Diet. I was eating a lot. I was eating, you know, starting out, I wasn't tracking anything. I was just like, I need to eat. So I would just go, I was focusing on protein. I think I was trying to eat like 160 grams of protein a day or something. I don't know how I came to that number. It was really hard at first because my stomach was super, super small because I did not eat a whole lot before then. It sucked, man, to like make my stomach bigger. I was eating 5 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, I'd have another full meal at like 3 o'clock. I'd have another full meal at dinner time. And then like, I don't know why I did this, but right before bed, I would literally get a huge plate of food at like 11 midnight and just freaking eat. I remember there were nights I ate like a big bowl of pasta. I had like, man, I gotta get the calories, and now I'm just eating, and then I would just go to bed, surprisingly, it didn't really like mess with my stomach as much as it should have. But yeah, I'd go to bed. I read that you burn calories slower when you sleep. So I was like, if I eat tons, I gotta keep those calories and gain some weight. You know what I'm saying? If your college is like most colleges, they have a cafeteria. You might have some kind of meal plan like I did. I went to this cafeteria every single night. It was all you can eat. I just loaded that plate, man. I literally ordered like 8 eggs minimum. They started to know who I was. They'd come in like, oh, get his eggs ready. I would just stuff my face. It was hard at first because there were times I'm like, man, I'm not hungry, but I gotta eat. I wasn't insane. I've seen videos where guys are forcing the food down and they're throwing up. They wake up in the middle of the night, oh, I gotta eat my calories. Like, you know, after a while that improved, my stomach started to get bigger, I could eat more, and then the weight went up 2-3 pounds a week. Mostly just fat, you know, not all muscle. I was getting stronger with my compound lifts. I was getting more advanced. And by the way, I was doing 3 full body exercises a week. I wasn't doing any bro splits. I wasn't like chest day, pull day, tricep day. Like, no, I was doing like full body overhead press, squats, you know, bench like 3 times a week. I wasn't doing isolation at first, and I was seeing progress. Like the first 6 weeks, I was getting a little bigger. I was taking progress pictures. I was getting bigger, getting stronger, and all I was doing was compound lifts. A lot of the guys who worked out with me stopped working out with me because I was super boring to work out with, because I want to do the fun stuff. I want to do like, oh, let's do curls, let's go do some abs, you know, let's go do some like triceps, all this fun stuff. I love isolation movements as much as the next guy. It's fun. I do more of them now, by the way, but back then I didn't. I do my 3 golden lifts and I'm like, peace, I'm out. I stuck to it. I didn't care. I'm like, you know what? I'm seeing progress. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting bigger. I'm gaining weight. I have my regrets. All right, starting out, I have some regrets. I've changed and I've improved a lot, but I did 0 cardio. I was like, no cardio. That's a bad. Cardio is the devil. It was bad, man. I wouldn't even go on like walks with my girlfriend. It got real bad. She's like, hey, why don't I go walk to the beach or something? I'd be like, I kind of need those calories. Like, I don't want to like burn those. Sorry. My friends would be like, hey, Nick, let's go like toss the football around. Let's go shoot some hoops. And I'd be like, can't, you know, because I didn't want to burn my calories. So then time went on, I got better, got bigger. I changed my workout routine up a little bit. I threw in some more isolation movements. I started, yes, doing curls, pull-ups, dips, you know, all this other stuff. You know, I really focused on progressive overload. Every single time I went to the gym, I was trying to either hit an extra rep, put an extra 5 pounds, you know, on the bar. Even to this day, every single time I go in the gym, I'm trying to better myself in every single lift. So as far as like my diet, I was tracking my calories just to get an idea of what my maintenance was, what I needed to eat. I think when I started out, I was eating like 3,500 calories a day. I was just focusing on calories and protein. There was times, man, that's why I'm saying I packed on a little bit of fat. There was times I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to eat 600 more calories today, and it's like midnight. Grab some honey buns. I ate some honey buns. I would eat junk. I was eating bad food as long as I hit the calories. I'm not really for eating unhealthy and all that stuff, but I didn't overcomplicate it. I was just eating in a surplus. It worked. I gained a lot of weight. I gained muscle. I gained fat, but I didn't really care. I was so skinny. I never to the point where I was like, oh, Nick's gotten fat. If anything, I was like, wow, Nick's just gaining weight. He's getting bigger. So that's what I wanted. I always thought, you know, I could always. Cutting is super easy for me, and probably all you ectomorphs too, because, you know, to cut, all I have to do is like eat 3 meals a day like a normal person, and all of a sudden I'm losing weight. I had no issue with just eating everything that I saw and just putting it in my face. In a nutshell, that's kind of my journey. That's kind of like where I've been, but I'm back. You know, I have new goals for this year. I'm still hitting the gym. I'm tweaking my workouts. I'm making them harder. I'm getting stronger. And, you know, more importantly, I really want to help any super skinny guys who don't know what they're doing. I want to help them to get started, because I think that's the biggest step. You just got to get past your comfort zone, go in the gym, start lifting, and just do it. Because the thing is, if you're consistent and disciplined and you do your research, you're gonna see results. You know, it's inevitable. I want to start recording my gym sessions. I want to start teaching you guys some things. I want you guys to come along on my journey. I take my weight and my body to the next level. Going forward, I just want to help. I think it's the best feeling in the world when you can actually realize that you're capable of changing something as significant as, you know, your body and the way you look. So some of the things I'm going to be doing, I'm going to make more YouTube videos. Again, I don't care if no one watches them, you know, I'm just gonna put them out there. If a couple people can glean something from them, that's all I really want. Feel free to comment on this video if you have any questions or any suggestions about types of videos you guys would want to see. Workout videos, I'm going to be doing how-to videos, I'm going to be doing things on supplements, diet, my opinions on things, and things like that. So it should be fun. Alright, I think I said everything I wanted to say. Let me check my old notes here. Yeah, man. That's everything. I've never done this before. Feels weird to say, but you should subscribe. You should subscribe if you want to see more videos. Hit the little bell button. You know, I think that, you know what, this is my first video. It's gonna be like 2 views. Like, I shouldn't be saying stuff like that. But yeah, subscribe if you're interested and tagging along. So if you don't,